Welcome back to Limitless Growth. Today, we explore one of the most powerful yet misunderstood chapters in the science of wealth building, efficient action. In the previous chapter, we learned about acting in a certain way, acting with faith, purpose, and vision. But in this chapter, Wallace D. Wattles takes us deeper. He teaches us how to act, not just with faith, but with efficiency. Let's break it all down, step by step. What is efficient action? Let's be clear, efficient action is not about doing more. It's not about long to-do lists, multitasking, or working yourself into exhaustion. Efficient action means doing each thing you do in the best way it can possibly be done, right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not once everything's perfect. But today. Now. With full energy and presence. Wattles teaches that this kind of action is the bridge between your thought and its physical form. You can dream all day. You can visualize for hours. But it is efficient action that converts thought into reality. Why mere action is not enough? Let's pause here. You've probably seen people who work hard their whole lives and yet never become wealthy. You may know people who take 1,000 actions, and stay stuck in the same place. Why? Because action without efficiency is just motion. It keeps you busy, but not effective. Wattles explains that inefficient action comes from fear, doubt, and distraction. People act out of desperation. They do things randomly. They try 100 things without focus. But efficient action is calm, focused, full of faith, and completely present. Focus, one thing at a time. One of the golden teachings of this chapter is simple: do not try to do tomorrow's work today. Do not try to do multiple things at once. Instead, focus on the one task in front of you, and do it with full intention and precision. Here's how Wattles puts it: put the power of success, and the purpose to get rich, into everything you do. Let that sink in. This means, no matter how small or routine the task, you approach it like it matters. Because it does. When you wash the dishes, you do it with the same purpose and presence as when you pitch a client. When you write an email, you do it as if that email could change your future, because it might. Efficient action transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. The power of present moment execution. This is big. Wattles says, you cannot act where you are not. You cannot act where you have been, and you cannot act where you are going to be. What does this mean? It means all your power exists in the present moment. Not in yesterday's mistakes. Not in tomorrow's plans. But right now, in this second. When your attention is divided, when your mind is stuck in regrets or rushing ahead to the future, your action loses its power. Efficient action is present moment execution. It's doing what you're doing, when you're doing it, and nowhere else. This is where focus becomes wealth. The myth of working hard. Here's something radical Wattles says. You don't have to overwork. You have to overdeliver with precision. Working long hours is not the goal. The goal is to work effectively, with full presence and intention. It's not about burning out. It's about lighting up. If you're doing things inefficiently, it doesn't matter how many hours you put in, it won't lead to riches. But if your action is focused, intelligent, and charged with purpose, even a few hours can yield massive returns. So don't fall into the hustle trap. Fall into the efficiency zone. Planning versus doing. Wattles warns us, many people get stuck in planning mode. They analyze. They prepare. They think about acting, but never actually do. He says, act now. Even if your plan isn't perfect. Even if you're unsure of the next steps. Even if you feel nervous. Why? Because clarity comes through movement. You learn by doing. The universe adjusts to action, not theory. So plan briefly, then execute fiercely. Give more in use value than you take in cash value. This idea is subtle and powerful. Wattles says, you must give every person more in use value than you take from them in cash value. This is a mindset of abundance and contribution. If you sell a product, it should help the buyer more than the money you receive is worth to you. If you offer a service, it should deliver more than what they pay for. Why? Because when you create real value, you become a magnet for wealth. People trust you. They return to you. They refer others to you. And most importantly, you stay connected to the creative power of the universe. This is efficient service, not just efficient action. Be a creator, not a competitor. We've said this before, but it's worth repeating, you must operate in a creative mindset, not a competitive one. Don't worry about others. Don't try to steal market share or beat someone else. Instead, focus on creating value so unique, so helpful, so purposeful, that no one else can compete. Efficient action is rooted in creation, not comparison. It says, I don't need to take from anyone to rise. I rise because I serve. Efficiency starts with you. This chapter isn't just about doing. It's about being. Are you efficient in thought? Are you efficient in energy? Are you aligned in your spirit before you take your first step? Because true efficient action is not frantic. It's focused. It's not rushed. It's rhythmic. It flows from a person who knows, I am getting rich, and everything I do contributes to that becoming true. Practical application, how to use this today. Let's make this real. Here's how to start living this chapter, right now, before any task. Pause. Remind yourself why you're doing it. Connect to your purpose. Do one thing at a time. Multitasking destroys focus and power. Choose presence. Give your best energy to what matters most. Ask, which action today has the most leverage toward my goal? End the day with reflection. Ask, was I efficient, or just busy? Act now. Don't delay. Don't overthink. Move with faith. Remember, 1,000 average actions don't equal one deeply efficient one. Final words. Wattles didn't write this for people who want to stay in the comfort zone. He wrote this for people like you, builders, dreamers, creators. People who are ready to become powerful, rich, and free, not just in their bank accounts, but in their being. Efficient action is your superpower. It takes your dreams from the invisible to the visible. From your thoughts to your world. So today, don't just act. Act efficiently. With clarity. With faith. With full presence. Because that's how you build the life you were born to live. If this chapter unlocked a new level of clarity for you, drop a comment below and share, what's one task you're going to do today, with full efficiency and intention. And if you found value in this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to Limitless Growth, and share it with someone who's ready to turn action into abundance. We're building a movement, one efficient step at a time.